Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel, and today we have another video. And this game is played between Magnus Carlsen with the white pieces and Pragnananda as black. So, the game opens with d4 and we have knight to f6 going into the Indian game. c4, e6 the East Indian defence, knight to f3 the anti-Nimzo Indian variation, and d5 the Queen's Gambit declines. Knight to c3, three knights variation, and c5. So this is the semi-Tarash defence, and we have e3. Knight to c6, c captures on d5, e captures on d5, and bishop to b5. C takes on d4, e captures on d4, and bishop to d6. Castles from both Carlsen and Pragnananda. So we have h3, h6, and rook to e1. So now the rook is dominating this entire e file. And from here we have bishop to f5. Knight to e5, and rook to c8, Bishop to f4, and rook to e8. So putting more pressure on this e5 knight. We have rook to c1, queen to b6, bishop captures on c6, b captures on c6, and we have knight to a4, queen to a6, and we have rook to e3, knight to e4, f3, and knight to g5, rook e to c3, queen to b7, and bishop to h2. Knight to e6, knight captures on c6, and we have knight to f4. Knight to e5, bishop captures on e5, d captures on e5, and we have knight to d3. Rook captures on c8, rook captures on c8, rook captures on c8 with check, queen captures on c8, and we have bishop to g3. d4 pushing forwards with the pawn, and we have b3. So now this b pawn is going down the b file. Queen to c6, adding more pressure to this king side, and we have queen to d2. King to h7, king to h2, and bishop to g6, still defending this knight on d3. Queen to a5, going after the a7 pawn, and we have queen to c1, causing some problems around this area for white. And now we have queen captures on a7, queen to e3, and we have knight to c3, knight to f4, knight to d1, queen to d2, and knight to f2, knight to e2, h4, and queen to e1. Queen to d7, knight captures on g3, and queen captures on d4, knight to f1 with check, king to h3, knight to e3, queen to b2, and bishop to c2. And it was in this position on move 39 that Magnus Carlsen resigned the game, as there is nothing more to be done. So in this position, black is completely winning, because the best move to play for white is actually queen to d4, and this actually leads off into a mate. So after queen to d4, something like queen captures on f2 could be played, so this knight is hanging, nothing more to be done, and the queen can't really do anything, so the best move to actually play is queen takes on e3, getting some material back, and this would lead into a mate in the next couple of moves. So that's why Magnus Carlsen resigned the game, and as it's suggested by the title, it was the first person to actually ever beat Carlsen. So, hopefully you've enjoyed this video. Please remember to like and subscribe to the channel, and I will see you in the next video.